Today's technical advice focuses on managing ventilation on rabbit farms. Let's start with the first part, ventilation management. Oxygenation and air renewal are essential elements to ensure our animals are in a comfortable environment and suited to their production needs. As a reminder, the optimal comfort standards are as follows. The temperature must be between 18 and 24 degrees Celsius. Ammonia level must be below 10 ppm. Air velocity will be less than 0.4 meter per second in summer and less than 0.1 meter per second in winter. Let's continue with the second part, optimal comfort standards. In order to achieve these optimal comfort standards, whatever the season, ventilation systems are generally designed with the following principles: longitudinal air circuit, dynamic under-pressure ventilation, progressive ventilation controlled according to the temperature at the height of the animals, air preparation room upstream of the rearing shed, cooling system on the external air inlet, heating system positioned in the rearing shed or in the air preparation room or both. And finally, modular air inlet to adjust the air velocity at the height of the animals. It should be noted that accessibility to these ventilation systems facilitates cleaning and disinfection operations of the buildings. Let us now move on to the third part, strategic management of the environment. The complete control of this equipment is strategic. To ensure this, the following elements needs to be considered: the temperature at the height of the animals, the temperature of the air entering the rearing shed and the season, the loading of the shed expressed in kilograms of animals. Remember that for all and all-out systems, this loading increases from 1 to 4 during the production cycle. So using this information, we will estimate for each period and for each batch the optimal ventilation volume necessary for the animals, expressed in cubic meters per hour. This brings us to the fourth part of this tutorial, ventilation control. Once these recommendations are defined, this information will then be configured in the shed ventilation control units. Confirmation of these settings can be made in different ways. For example, air velocity measurements at the height of the animals or at the air inlets can be measured with an anemometer. The ammonia level can also be measured with a specific instrument. And finally, the last part, the recording of temperatures. We can also perform a reading and recording of the daily minimum and maximum temperatures at the animals. And finally, we will also be able to control airflow with specific smoke systems. Thus, controlled ventilation will keep the animals comfortable and healthy, essential for the expression of their genetic potential.
If you liked this video and want to see more, if you have any questions or simply want to share your ideas with us, don't forget to subscribe to our newsletter Wheezio and leave a comment just below.